Annyeong Buzz! Welcome back to the channel where we dive into the heart of K-pop news, spill some tea, and share our real thoughts. Today we're talking about one of the fastest rising rookie girl groups in the game right now, Izuna. Yup, Wake1 just confirmed it. Izuna is making a comeback this June, and I'm excited but also super curious about what direction they'll take next. So here's what we know so far. On May 16th, Wake1 officially announced that Izuna is preparing for their comeback, and they're currently focusing on a new album. This is pretty quick, considering they just released their digital single Sign last month. But honestly, that single was such a game changer for them. It marked their first time winning not one, but 2 music show awards since their debut. That kind of recognition doesn't just fall into a rookie group's lap unless they're doing something very right. And if you were following their Sign promotions, you probably saw the shift. Not just in the quality of their music, but also in their confidence on stage. Like, I don't know about you, but when I watched their Sign stages, especially that KCON Japan 2025 performance, the charisma, the styling, the live vocals, everything felt like a level up. Speaking of Japan, Izuna is clearly pushing their global reach. Not only did they slay KCON, but they're also confirmed to perform at Summer Sonic, which is one of Japan's biggest music festivals. That's not just a K-pop gig. It's a major international platform, and it says a lot about how fast they're expanding their audience. But here's where I want to pause and ask you guys, do you feel like Izuna has already found their sound? Or are they still experimenting? Because when I listen to Sign, I hear a blend of catchy pop with a slightly emotional, mature vibe, but it also leaves room for interpretation. It doesn't fully lock them into one concept yet, which could be either really smart or a bit risky, depending on what they do next. Now, what got me thinking was the way Wake1 described this comeback. They said it would be a new prologue to their growth story. Like, okay, that's poetic, but also kind of loaded. A new prologue? That almost sounds like they're treating everything until now as a pre-debut era, or like a warm-up. So does that mean this next comeback is going to redefine who Izuna is? A concept switch? A sonic shift? I really hope we're about to get a clearer sense of what their identity is as a group. And honestly, the timing of this comeback is important too. June is going to be packed. We've already got aespa confirmed, and possibly more big-name releases. So Izuna is stepping into a crowded field. But that could actually work in their favor if they drop something unexpected or bold. So let me throw this out to you guys. What kind of concept do you think Izuna should go for next? Stick to the clean, chic vibe of Sign? Go darker? Try a summer? Anthem? I feel like they have the versatility to pull off multiple styles, but now might be the perfect moment to define themselves clearly. All right, I've got more thoughts and predictions about the concept, tracklist hints, and how this comeback could shape their future. So stick around for the second half of the video. Let's get into it right after this. Now let's talk predictions, because I know we're all curious about what kind of music direction and concept Izuna might take with this June comeback. So far, Izuna's image has leaned on that sleek, polished, slightly sentimental feel. Sign was catchy, but not bubblegum. It had emotion, it had elegance, and it gave each member room to shine vocally and visually. But if Wake1 is calling this comeback a new prologue, then I'm expecting a twist. I could see them diving into something more experimental or edgy, maybe something darker with synth-pop elements or even a rock influence. And imagine if they do a concept that flips the script, like rebellious schoolgirls, cyberpunk aesthetics, or something theatrical and fantasy-driven. That would really set them apart from other rookie girl groups this year. But on the other hand, this could also be the time where they double down on their strengths. Strong vocals, clean harmonies, synchronized choreography, and that slightly refined, mysterious vibe. Especially if they want to make a stronger impact in Japan, where that type of elegance is often appreciated. Let's talk member impact for a second. One thing I've noticed about Izuna is that their line distribution is pretty fair, and you can tell the agency is trying to give each member their moment. That's honestly refreshing in a group where no one really feels overshadowed. So I hope this comeback continues that, and maybe gives us even more solo content or member-focused teasers leading up to the release. Also, we can't ignore the momentum they're building internationally. Performing at Summer Sonic is a huge opportunity. That kind of exposure means their June comeback could be tailored to both Korean and global tastes, maybe even with a version of the title track in Japanese or English. Wake One might really be thinking globally here. And if that's the case, the visuals, the MV, and even the choreography could be dialed up to cater to an even wider fan base. Now I want to shift gears and talk to you guys directly, because this is where the real fun begins. I want to hear from you in the comments. What's your dream concept for Izuna's comeback? Do you think Wake One is pushing them too fast, or is this the perfect time to keep the momentum going? And also, who is your Izuna bias so far, and why? Personally, I'm super curious to see how Miyu and Serena shine in this comeback. They've been catching my eye lately. Strong stage presence, great facial expressions, and they seem to be growing more confident with each performance. But honestly, all the members have stepped it up. It's impressive to see how far they've come in just a few months. And while we're talking about growth, let's not forget, Izuna is still so new. The fact that they've already got a KCON performance, 2 music show wins, and an upcoming spot at Summer Sonic, that's not just luck. That's a combination of talent, good strategy, and fan support. So if Wake One plays this comeback right, with a strong concept, a catchy but unique title track, and meaningful promotions, I think Izuna could be on track to become one of the top rookies of 2025. Alright, Buzz fam, that's all for today's video. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you're hyped for Izuna's comeback like I am, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Let's keep the convo going in the comments. I'll be there chatting with you too. Until next time, this is Anyong Buzz, signing off.